In the words of Fareed Zakaria this morning, to paraphrase, I hope that there has been a great deal of learning today and that this learning will continue long after we leave here, and that we've built the kind of networks and sharing that will really lead to technological transformations in our learning laboratories and our network of districts. My only disappointment of the day is that my one risk-taking venture failed. Actually, it was the second one. The first was that last slide, but the second, no one has tried to be my Facebook friend today. I was serious about that. Not that I was looking at my Facebook when my colleagues were presenting for a while, but there's still time. Well, we're very excited today because we have the opportunity to really learn from some extraordinary leaders who I know will credit the leadership of their teams for the success of their schools and their school districts. What we've asked each of the panel members to do is just share the single greatest technological hit from his or her school district. And the kind of program, service, moment, experience of which they're very proud, and in which they would invite you to come out and spend some time with them. These are the kinds of things they would like to showcase to you. So I'm going to start with no further ado, not from left to right, not from right to left, but firmly in the middle with Steve from Elementary District 62. And we'll go elementary, high school, and really hear all perspectives. So Steve, if you could kind of give us maybe a 3 or 4 minute overview of one of your greatest hits. I know you have many.
Well, I'm going to be very specific, Max, because I'm going to talk about one social networking tool that we use in our school district. It's called Edmodo. It's a social learning tool for the classroom that allows you to do it in a secure environment where students and teachers can share ideas, files, and assignments. It's totally free. It's safe. You log on. You can set up your own network within your classroom. And in less than 6 months, in our elementary and our middle school, over 50% of our teachers are doing this. And this is with very little training, and they're using it in lots of different ways. For instance, we had a middle school literature teacher who taught a book over winter break using Edmodo, and she had students logging in all the time, and the teacher decided this was what she wanted to do as well. So it's a way of extending the school day and student learning. Not only there, I was talking to Kathy Baker from Elmhurst. She was talking about how in her science classes in Elmhurst School District, they're using it in science classrooms where they do an experiment, they post the results and data, and then they talk about what they've learned from the experiment over at Edmodo. For us, it leverages how kids like to learn. It takes that social environment, allows them to communicate in a real safe, very motivating way. We have teachers who say that it improves the depth of knowledge and the way in which they process it. You know, we frequently talk about how learning now is a mile wide and inch thick. Well, we're having teachers ask very, very tough questions, and now kids are collaborating on the answers, and they're spinning off ideas off one another. And so there's a great deal of richness that's going on using Edmodo. And maybe the last point, because there's lots of other good ideas out here as well. One of the things we talk about in our district is how do you help kids to use and learn the internet and the protocol and the behaviors that will extend on into adulthood. So the citizenship pieces that we're really talking about. And this is a real safe way to start those conversations about what it means to be responsible, to be respectful, to be caring. And their teacher monitors it. They get to have those kind of real life experiences in a very structured kind of way, so that as we open up to new resources beyond just Edmodo, we look at other social networking tools or other Web 2.0 tools, that they've had this practice, this experience in digital citizenship at a very, very young age, because we started in second grade with it, and they have a chance to practice those skills. So I think for us, Edmodo free. If you want to learn more about it, you can look us up on the website at Gower, and I would go to Kimberly Mulford or Vicki Boyle. They're our experts.
What a great idea. Thank you very much. Digital citizenship is a term I had not heard, and it's powerful, it's important. Thank you. Let's turn next to Tom Leonard from Barrington District 220 Unit District. I know firsthand Tom has a lot of really exciting things happening there.
I know what a few people are to talk about, so I'll stay out of their domains. But
okay.
We're also into the online environments. We're also into smart boards in every classroom, trying to get there. We're about 80%. We're a pre-K 12 district, 12 different buildings, about 10,000 students. And all our smart boards were paid really with private donations, so we haven't had to use any of our money for that. I think one of the things we're excited about is having students create the content that's helping us connect with the community and then reducing our communication budget. And it has really worked well. If you get a chance to get to our website, we use that. We use, like most people, the online newsletters. We use basically push out with the email blast and that type of thing. But we'll also connect it with Twitter. We'll connect it with Facebook fan pages for the district and for each of the buildings. And we'll also then connect it with our own YouTube network. And by doing that, if something comes down where it's either we're trying to promote the district in one way, we can use all of those things at once. Or if something goes wrong, we can use all of those things at once. About a year or so ago, this hit the news, we had a note in the cafeteria, in one of the washrooms saying, at your prom, kids will die, basically. So you're reading this and you basically have to do something with that. And we again tapped the students. The students did broadcasts where they interviewed different administrators as to what different things would be happening in terms of security at the prom. That was a link on the webpage. Now we can get that in Twitter, we can get that in Facebook, we can control any content coming into Facebook because we have it as the fan page and we can decide what gets posted and what doesn't get posted. And instead of sending out the booklet we send out in the past, like once a year, that big thick booklet, and I don't know about you guys, where you grab the mail from the mailbox and you're walking into the house and there's a recycling bin. We felt that things either went in the recycling bin or they went on a table and they sat on the table for 3 months and then went in the recycling bin, or somebody read it. And that was a lot of paper, a lot of expense, and this is really to connect with our community. We get immediate response quickly. Again, they can do Twitter, they can do Facebook, they can do YouTube, or they can just get the blast that we send out directly. So I think that's a little different, and that's at barrington220.org.
Great. And Tom, I want to congratulate you. He's our superintendent where I live, and when Tom took over, the district really needed a better communications plan for lots of reasons, and in just such a short time you've used that to completely change, I don't know, completely, but really change the perception of the district and its strong leadership and great things are happening, and so I'll attest firsthand to the effectiveness of those methods. It's been terrific.